Blog Talk Radio.
Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. It's summer party. Grown and sexy, throwing a party. Put summer party. Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed.
All right, welcome to another Friday night at the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Woo, how's everybody feeling?
Everybody, I'm good.
What you think about this summery first day of winter?
Yeah.
Real cute, real cute. I'm hot as hell, but
Nice
yeah.
day.
Look, I ain't never been there, but it feels like, say, if it's warm, I ain't trying to go. Right. I understand. How you doing today, Papa?
I'm good. That weather was very nice today.
Oh, it was. I did at least stick my head out the door. Oh, that's pneumonia weather, as the old folks used to say. Yeah, they call it the pneumonia weather. I know that's right. That's that no-joke stuff. Yep. All right, well, you want to get into it? Get into the rundown? All right. Okay. All right, what's going on tonight, Ketel? I'll turn it over to you. Well, we got 45 acting the fool again. Uh-oh. Trump predicts shutdown after meeting with Republican senators. Also, James Mattis had history of disagreements with Trump before resignation. Mm-hmm. Congress passes farm bill to help black farmers and HBCUs. I hit it and quit it headline. Stretch of California highway named after Barack Obama. Yay! Senate unanimously approves bill to make lynching a federal crime. Really? Forever 21 put a white model in a Wakanda sweater, and some people are pissed. Also, is Disney's trademark for Hakuna Matata cultural appropriation? Matata. Oh, Hakuna Matata. And GoFundMe page raising money to fund Trump's wall. Really? What's poppin' with Poppa DD? Got a surprise for us tonight. Our weird news. Business mocks Trump by naming blind worm-like animal after him. Also, ex-NASA engineers fart-laced glitter. Bomb stuns package thieves. And Montana man shoots at guy he thinks is Bigfoot. Uh-oh. Bigfoot sightings. I'm just saying with Redwine, they're slippery. Living for the city with Poppa DD. My Hollywood wrap-up. I got quite a bit for you tonight. Our cocktail of the week, that's a surprise. Our kiss it list, and the last word. Sit back, relax, get your favorite cocktail, and we'll be back with the hot topic.
So I was looking over the Cocktail of the Week archives, and we've had so many really great drinks over the past year and a half.
We've had our original signature drink called the Pajama Party, and a game changer, and of course we have the last word.
I like the Revolution. It was Hennessy, lemon and lime juice, agave juice, and bitters with jalapeno slices.
Ooh-wee!
I like that Crown Royal Flush with the Crown Royal, peach schnapps, and cranberry juice.
Oh, yeah. And one of my favorites was the, what's it called? The Dutch Mule. Yeah, the Dutch Mule with the Ketel orange vodka, lime juice, and ginger beer.
There are so many to choose from on the apajamaparty.com website.
So check out the Cocktail of the Week archives to get the recipes.
And you can find out how to make the cocktail of the week and sip along with us.
Are there instructions there too?
Sure they are, along with pictures of the drink so you know exactly what it's supposed to look like.
So what's that y'all got in your glass?
This is a boomerang.
Well, I got a Kinky Reed over here.
And I got the aviator.
Get the recipes at www.apajamaparty.com and click on Cocktail of the Week.
Cheers!
You're listening to the Pajama Party Show on Blog Talk Radio, WPJP. Call us on 914-803-4306. And press 1 to be in the queue so we'll know you have something to say.
We'll be right back.
All right, welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm your host, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling. Bonsoir.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you ready to get into these hot topics?
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Yeah. All right, who's got the mic first?
Why y'all put me with 45? You know
that's your boy.
I don't care for 45, but we're going to get into this story, though.
You know that's your boy.
Trump predicts shutdown after meeting with Republican senators.
Oh,
really?
My goodness.
He's getting on my last nerve with that crap. Trump predicted there likely will be a government shutdown tonight.
Tonight?
Yep. And put the Democrats on review. A reversal from his position just a week ago when he said he would take the mantle and not blame the opposing party. Oh, y'all know who y'all dealing with.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Yep. The chances are probably very good that there is a shutdown, Trump said to reporters this afternoon. While at the White House, Bill signing on the bipartisan legislation overhauling the nation's sentencing laws. So he's signing things, but he's still lying on the other end. Okay. It's really the Democrat shutdown because we've done our thing, Trump continued. Now it's up to the Democrats as to whether we have a shutdown tonight. I hope we don't, but we're totally prepared for a very long shutdown. Really?
Mm-hmm.
So just a week ago, Trump said, sitting in the Oval Office with House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi, remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Senator Minority Leader Chuck Schumer.
Oh, I remember.
He said he would be proud to shut down the government over border security. He said, I will take the mantle, and I will be the one to shut it down. He said, I'm not going to blame you for it.
That's what he said.
Early on Friday,
with my own 2 ears.
Trump hosted Senate Republicans to the White House on Friday morning for discussions about the looming shutdown threat, though it was not apparent if any progress had been made. So Senator Majority Leader McConnell, upon returning to Capitol Hill from his meeting in the White House, had a good conversation with Trump, and that we are going to continue to be talking about a way forward. Sounds good. Sounds promising.
Mm-hmm.
Trump followed the comments from a new Republican senators tweeted Friday morning that McConnell should move to change the Senate rules to require just a simple majority to move forward on legislation. So, to make this as clear as humanly possible, this will never happen as long as McConnell is leader, period. He's explicit
Step away from the glass.
Yeah. Said as much more than a dozen times on the record. Okay. So, right now, this 9th hour, we don't know if there's going to be a government shutdown.
I mean, they're saying that pretty much it's going to shut it down. It's going to be a shutdown.
Right. Because Trump, he's not getting what he wants, which is this $5 billion.
Baby's having a tantrum.
And he acts like he is, because he got his arms crossed and some more shiggity.
You know what?
Oh,
I tell
bitch.
Exactly. That's pretty much it. And see, he's saying he can't, if he doesn't get the money for that wall, he's not going to sign off on any other compromise bills. But I heard this evening, because I've been trying to keep up with this up until we came on the air, that the Congress people have already started going back home to their home states. So it doesn't sound like they're trying to hash anything out, up to the 11th hour,
right?
Like they've done in the past. It sounds like they've thrown their hands up.
Because they won't know anything until after the first of the year. They said January 3rd. So from now to January 3rd, either people are going to be furloughed or the central people have to work without pay.
Mm-hmm.
That just doesn't
something like that. The whole thing is ridiculous.
It's crazy.
All of this because Big Baby can't have his way.
But my thing is, they already allocated almost $2 billion, like 1.8 or something.
How much does he want?
He wants
$5 billion to build a wall.
That's what I said. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, for a freaking wall. Are you kidding?
Why can't you compromise and start having?
Think of the corruption of the contractors and how, with all that money, everybody's gonna be.
Oh yeah, folks are gonna get paid left and right.
I think that's why.
You talking about backdoor stuff? Plus, he probably owed the Russians some money.
Half of the money's gonna go to his pocket. That's why a lot of people don't want to approve it.
And he's talking about how beautiful this wall is going to be. And I'm like, anybody care about a beautiful wall? You know, what happened to Mexico's going to pay for it?
I don't know where he got that from, that notion from. I mean, Mexico's like, don't put us in it. Because we're not paying for jiggity.
Yeah.
I don't blame him. But that's your president, 45. That's what he do. So we'll see. We're going to see how this goes on. So, Papa, are you essential? Or non-essential?
I'm essential in life, but probably non-essential when it comes to the government.
Okay, well, that's good. You don't have to worry about not getting paid or furloughed, so, you know, that's a good thing. Some of us are essential. My thing is, I would call out sick those days that I got I supposed to work. I would call out sick and use my leave. Shit.
Yeah, you don't miss no dough.
Right. You're not gonna work me and not pay me. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the clock and everything, but you can't do that. That's not right. So furlough means that they are off the clock. So
furlough means you're on unpaid leave.
Gotcha. So can you use some of your
No.
Wow.
You can't use leave.
Wow.
Because it's shut down. If the government is shut down, then it's shut down. That means you're not supposed to, go in. You're not supposed to log in. You're not supposed to call in. You're not supposed to do anything.
But you're still on the list of employment. You still,
right.
As long as you're furloughed, you're on somebody's list of being, being recognized as an employee.
I gotcha.
Now, in the past, when they've had these shutdowns, even though people didn't get paid for like up to, I think the longest one was about 2.5, 3 weeks. They did pay everybody retroactively once everything reopened. But with this president, it's no telling.
I know.
We might just have to, he might just say, well, we can use that money that we would have paid all these people to build the stupid wall. So I don't know what he plans to do.
That's true. But
all I know is they talking about Panic Saturday tomorrow for all these people trying to get all their Christmas shopping. And I'm thinking, well, if the government is shut down, y'all might want to back up a little bit.
Yeah.
Before you go out here and spend money, if we don't know when those that are federal, if you don't know when you're going to get paid again, it may not be wise to go out here and just start buying up a lot of stuff.
I know that's
just spend wisely.
Yeah.
Word to the wise. Just saying, spend wisely.
I know that's right. Okay.
All right. Let's see. What else is happening?
What you got over there, Papa?
Let's see. I have, what do I have? James Mattis. James Mattis. Wow.
Oh, boy.
He's the defense secretary, which means that he's in charge of, just like a defensive coordinator of the NFL. He's the defense secretary. He's the one that's in charge of the strategy and the whole setup of, how do we knock them down? How do we close in on them? How do we seize them and whatever? And I think he's really pissed off because Trump kind of stepped into his world. I think anybody would be. If you work in Walmart or whatever. No pun intended on that particular one. But if you're stocking a shelf a certain way, and somebody can tell you how to do it, and they're new and you've been stocking shelves for years, and they just micromanaging you and. It's funny how Trump has been a so-called boss for so long that he wants to, supervise everybody and just tell everybody what to do, how to do it, and it's getting to the point where somebody like Mattis, who's an older gentleman, is saying, look, you're not going to blame me for this mess. We trying to, first of all, we got a handle on this area. We finally got it on lock. You don't realize how many man hours, how many people been away from their family for months, and what kind of sacrifices we made. Right. Then you don't get on Twitter and tell everybody, oh, we're about to pull out of there. And he knows that as soon as you pull out, the Taliban's going to take it over.
You got it.
What do you do if you put a big old piece of chicken on the kitchen floor and don't come back for 3 days?
Oh, my God.
What happens when you come back?
It's going to smell.
Be messy.
Yeah, it's going to smell.
Roaches, mice.
Oh,
you name it. Whoever you think whatever you thought you didn't have in that house, you're going to have in that house.
Right.
Say, yeah, where did that raccoon come from? Well, there was a little corner, a hole underneath the, But it's just, and Mattis is pissed off basically because he's interfering with his job. Mm-hmm. You're the one coordinating all these troops. And then Trump going to say, yeah, we about to get out of there. We about to get out, just to prove stuff. I've never seen a person that is so, I think it's, I don't know, I would say racially motivated, because you think that because Barack was able to, kill bin Laden, you want something you won't need to be famous for. I mean, it's amazing. Mm-hmm. I think the whole presidency thing also was based on Barack, Mm-hmm. Once Barack was in there, you kind of felt like, oh, if he could do it, I could do it better,
Right. It's
amazing when somebody comes along and thinks they could just do stuff based on somebody else doing it,
Yeah.
But anyway, the Secretary of Defense, Jim Mattis, abruptly announced that he'd be resigning after President Trump stunned him with his weekly decision to pull U.S. troops out of Syria. Okay? Now this is the strategy move that Defense Secretary Jim Mattis has been doing for at least 10 months of trying to coordinate this whole disrupted region that is dangerous, that is corrupted, that is hostile. And finally, you got a handle on it, and Trump's going to come along and tell you, okay, come on, get out of there. Knowing that now, and one quote that Jim Mattis was known from saying is that, do you want terrorists over here or do you want it over there? And that was one of the things that made him feel really wanted to resign, because he said once that terrorism comes here to America, don't say we didn't tell you so. Because once we leave, they're going to build and then come into America and do, I don't think Trump has a clue about anything that's going on with anything. and you're going to take a general that is experienced military general doing his thing, like I said, like in the NFL, a defensive coordinator, mm-hmm. and you're going to come along and just tell him that, look, we're getting out of there. And Mattis is like, no, we don't need to leave right now. Mm-hmm. We already got a handle on it. I'm starting to build a little bit. Because, just like the Army Corps of Engineers, once you start building and winning and overtaking stuff, you start building stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
You bring the construction people over, you build little trailers and camps and little things that you do to have access to stuff, little food facilities, and you start taking it over. Mm-hmm. Trump is saying, pull up stakes and let's get out of here. What's going to happen when you leave? What's going to happen? All the stuff you cleared off for 10 months, what's going to happen when you leave?
But I think a lot of things Trump is doing because this is what he, quote-unquote, promised everybody. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm going to pull the troops out. I'm going to build this wall.
And the wall, exactly.
And I think he thinks that this is going to help him get reelected.
Well, he also knows that we're coming up on 2019, and his presidency ends. The election is November of 2020. Mm-hmm. So Trump knows that the election is coming near.
Right.
So he's trying to stay on top of that.
Sure.
And he goes to different rallies to talk to his people to keep them fired up.
Sure.
Because they believe him no matter what he does.
Yeah.
Believe me, some of them
especially the black man, the one black man in the crowd.
Yeah, the black man, the Indians for Trump, black man for Trump, female for Trump, the signs that's in back of him. That stuff is so staged. I'll tell you.
It's ridiculous.
I don't know how somebody can even just roll like that. But some people really know how to roll the system. That some people are one-trick ponies. It's like a mechanic or whatever. You got mechanics out here don't know what they're doing, but they'll get somebody to roll up into their shop and they'll do them in, rip them off, and they don't care if you come back or not because they're a one-trick pony anyway. Mm-hmm. So anyway, that's the story with that situation. Is like, we're about to shut down the government. We're about to lose our Secretary of Defense. Hell, if I was in another country, I'd say, now may be a good time to take the United States over. What do you think?
Shit,
they all fucked up anyway.
Oh my God.
Somebody that left somebody, you leave out the house, somebody left the back door open. They locked the front door, put the alarm on, and the back door wide open. What the hell?
Yeah. And if you don't think somebody's coming up in there, you're crazy.
It's gone. But the back door is open.
Yeah.
They just left out the front. The back door is open, man. I'm telling you.
Oh boy, wide open.
So our back door is open. So what are we gonna do?
Well, while we're talking about
back door
political stuff, oh no, not the back door.
Okay.
But finally, something positive happened out of Congress. They just passed a farm bill that I didn't hear anything about until I came across this article. They passed a farm bill that's going to help black farmers for a change and HBCUs, your historically black colleges and universities. Black lawmakers in Congress played a key role in the passage of this $867 billion farm bill.
Jesus.
I'm like, when did this happen? How come nobody was talking about this? Because Trump sucks all the air out the room and can't nobody do anything else. So this measure includes programs and protections for black farmers and veterans who farm, and historically black colleges and universities, and vulnerable individuals like families who rely on government assistance for food and meals. This farm bill cleared the Senate and the House last week, and they're expecting that Trump is going to sign the bill, if not by now, early next week. We'll see what happens on that. The black farmers who collectively had been filing and won multi-billion-dollar lawsuits against the Department of Agriculture in recent decades for discriminatory practices now have protections under this new farm bill. One of the protections involves the ability to pass their farms down to relatives and heirs.
What?
Now, people who have families, who have land, what's been happening in a nutshell is that they're saying that the estimates show that 60% of the land owned by black people in the United States is inherited property, which according to the USDA is land that's been passed down informally from generation to generation. So most of the time, landowners die without a will, and somebody in the family just takes the land over because they're, related to them. But it was never done, like, in documentation. So whose name is legally on the deeds and stuff, that part never gets, done correctly because people have died without a will, and they just, somebody in the family takes it over, and then when they die, somebody else takes it over.
Right.
And that's what's been happening. But with USDA, in order for you to, as a farmer, to qualify for certain benefits and money and different things and assistance and whatnot, you have to be the title owner. And if your name isn't on that title, then you don't qualify to be able to get any kind of assistance. So that's what's been happening now for, who knows how long. So this farm bill is saying that this is going to help with land grants for black universities like North Carolina A&T, and some of these grants go all the way back to the 1890s.
Wow.
And they're saying that some of these states have been unfairly denied for years, and this new provision is going to basically help even the playing field, because the rule did not apply to predominantly white land-grant universities. This rule only applied to your black universities. So how crazy is that? So this bill is bringing $40 million in mandatory funding and another $40 million in discretionary funding for new scholarships at some of the nation's land-grant universities. And those are the schools that, have majors for agriculture and farming and things of this nature.
Well, that's good.
And this means that each of these schools will now get at least $2 million in new funding for scholarships to attract students over the next 5 years. And the bill is going to give seniors and families with children and people that are struggling using what's called SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program that used to be called food stamps. This was one of the points that, and that's a whole nother story, Trump and his cronies have been trying to make it so that people getting public assistance on the SNAP program had to go out and get jobs to meet certain criteria in order to qualify to get the food, to get SNAP.
I did remember hearing that.
Yeah, so they were trying to get that cut out of this bill so that would no longer be a provision. So, it's a lot of stuff that went into this. So shout out to all of the black congressmen and women who worked hard to try to get this to happen. I just hope Trump goes on and signs it.
That's what that was about. I just saw the tail end. I saw it on TV. I saw a lot of African Americans standing behind Trump. I was like, okay, maybe he did something good.
Yeah, he finally did.
Right.
So maybe he did go ahead and sign it. Because they said as early as this week, possibly going into early next week.
Well, that's good.
All right, well, that's the hot topics for the week. We're going to get a quick refreshment break and come back with the, what do you call it, hit it and quit it?
Yep.
We're going to come back and hit them and quit them.
All right.
You're listening to the Pajama Party Show on Blog Talk Radio. Don't move. We'll be right back.
What's your opinion? We want to know on the Late Night Adult Pajama Party. Call us now on 914-803-4306 and tell us if you agree or disagree, or if you don't care one way or the other. If you've been waiting all week to tell somebody what's on your mind, now is your chance. Dial 914-803-4306 and press 1 to speak with the Pajama Party live on the air. To listen to the show online, go to www.apajamaparty.com and click the listen banner on the top right. If you'd like to advertise your business with us, get in touch on www.apajamaparty.com. So call us now on 914-803-4306 and press 1. We will get to you as quick as we can. Now, back to the Pajama Party Live.
All right, welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling. Bonsoir.
All right, Ketel, you got this story here?
I guess so.
All right, let's hit them and quit them.
Y'all put me up
right,
first
now
tonight.
We're going to hit them.
Right.
We're going to quit them.
Bam, 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 bam.
Okay.
Stretch of Highway is now named after Barack Obama. All right.
All right, good.
It's official. More than a year after California state lawmakers approved a plan to name a stretch of the 134th freeway in L.A. Area after our 44th president, signs have gone up signaling the change. President Barack H. Obama Highway is a stretch on Route 134 running from State Route 2 in Glendale through the Eagle Rock section of Los Angeles and the cities of Glendale and Pasadena. Wow. So Senator Anthony Portantino made the original announcement regarding his designation in September 2017 and was the main driver of the legislation that received bipartisan support. He goes on to say, I am so proud to have authored this proposal to forever appreciate and commemorate President Obama's tremendous legacy, statesmanship, and direct connection to Southern California. When my friend John Gallagher suggested the idea, I was touched that he suggested it to me and extremely honored to be in the position to bring it forth. The Democratic senator is also responsible for holding a fundraiser for the $7,000 needed for the signs. Wow. Funding was raised by individual donors based on stipulation in the original resolution. So President Obama used a portion of the highway now named in his honor to travel from his college home in Pasadena to Occidental College, where he was a student. Okay. He studied from 79 to 81 before transferring to Columbia in New York. Some credit his time in California as the beginning of his political activism and the place where he gave his first political speech. All right.
Very nice.
Came full circle. That's nice. Mm-hmm. All right.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Good one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Shout out to them for doing that. All right. What's next on Hit It and Quit It?
Let's see here. Happy,
What you got, Papa?
You need to put that bottle down.
I think somebody got the wrong story here. I have a stretch your highway on. Anyway, let's move on here. The Senate unanimously approves a bill to make lynching a federal crime. Okay, this is 2018, right?
Unbelievable.
All right, so finally there's a bill out that makes lynching a federal crime. Or a crime, period. I mean, damn. What was was it ever illegal or what?
I guess it was legal. That's what it sounds like to me.
Well, they said it wasn't a federal crime.
Gotcha.
Well, as long as it's a damn crime, okay, would be attached to it.
Penalties are different when it's a federal crime.
Yeah, but luxuries are different too in a federal prison. I'd rather the person go to a damn state prison, okay? Because the federal prison is a country club, as people say. I don't know firsthand, but
that's what
anyway,
heard.
After almost a century of attempting to outlaw lynching nationally, the U.S. Senate unanimously approved legislation Wednesday that will make the act of lynching a federal hate crime. It's in 2018 that they finally came to this damn conclusion. Okay.
Jeez,
so I guess
crazy.
I don't know what is it, election
year? We already
or
know who makes the laws, so
yeah.
you know.
All right. So the Justice for Victims of Lynching Act was sponsored by the Senate's 3 African American members. Okay, let's put that out there again. The name of the bill was called the Justice for Victims of Lynching Act, and it was sponsored by the Senate's 3 African American members, which means the other 50 white folks didn't give a shit about the bill riding or walking.
Yep.
All right. So
oh no.
What's that? Kamala Harris, Democrat from Ohio, Cory Booker, Democrat from New Jersey, and Tim Scott is a Republican from South Carolina. Under the bill, lynching, and which is as they call it, an extraordinary mob killing, could be punishing by sentencing up to life in prison, and it would be an additional charge on top of murder. So you get charged with murder as well as lynching on a hate crime degree, what have you. Lynching is a dark and
dark.
Well, this is a dark and a despicable aspect of our nation's history. This is what Harris tweeted. Harris is the Democrat from California. Tweeted after the vote, we must acknowledge the fact that we must never repeat it. Lynching of black Americans was widely practiced in the United States from around the 1880s, which is very close. Like I said, when you go 1800, you're close because your grandparents, if you're a person of a certain age, your grandparents were born in the 1800s, okay? And it says lynching of black Americans were widely practiced in the United States from around the 1800s to the mid-1900s, okay? Which means mid-1900s means up to 1950. You want to go mid, let's go mid in 1900s. That means 1950 you want to go mid. What's midway through the 1900s, between 1900 and the year 2000? 1950. Okay, over that period, over 3,450 black people were lynched, according to the NAACP's statistics and logistics. All right, almost 200 anti-lynching bills were introduced in Congress from 1982 to 86, but none of them were passed. Now, how do you not pass a fucking lynching bill? What the hell is going on with these people?
Yeah, it's like I'd like to know who was voting against it.
All right, let me read that. Let me read that line one more time.
Ooh.
Almost 200 anti-lynching bills were introduced to Congress from 1982 to 1986. 200, and none of them were passed. So what did you say? Well, we're gonna ride this thing out and see where it goes. I don't really think it's that serious. Yeah, well, what are we talking about? The past? What happened in the past? We don't talk about the past. My goodness. You guys don't bring up the damn past. Come on.
They're still doing it.
Whatever they're saying, to divert. All right. The 2018 Senate bill introduced in June cleared the Senate Judiciary Committee in October. All right. A corresponding bill in the House was also introduced in June and remains in committee. Okay, what the hell's wrong with that House, man? The Senate didn't pass it, but stuff is sitting in the House. House must got a whole damn back room of shit they need to really sort out. I'll tell you, I don't know. All right, because the new Congress will be seated in January, it's likely that both bills will have to be reintroduced to new people. It's got to be re-explained again. Yeah, it's got to be re-explained.
It might be another 200 years.
And then you got people trying to be impressive. You may have your little Uncle Toms in there or whatever. So the bill may go lay dormant again on a House level. So anyway, literally thousands of African Americans are being lynched throughout history, and the Senate never stepped up to pass any legislation to stop this horrendous, despicable behavior, Booker told the Times earlier this year. So there you have it. There's a bill out now that called lynching a hate crime, and
I can't believe that it's taken all this time for them to designate it as a hate crime. That's sad.
It is.
All right, well, we're going to keep an eye on that one.
Well, they is the one that was involved in it. If your daddy or your granddaddy was part of it,
was one of the lynchers,
then, you got a problem signing off on that shit. So.
Yeah, maybe they were saying, well, it wasn't really that hate.
It wasn't that bad. You hang him and we moved on, whatever, It was a ritual, okay? My goodness. You eat peanut butter, right? I mean, what are you going to do?
What? Okay, well, speaking of people being pissed off, did y'all hear this thing about Forever 21 and the Wakanda sweaters on the white models?
Yeah, that was crazy. I'm like...
this is another crazy one. I don't know if people are just being hypersensitive or if it is actually a conspiracy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now, of course, the saying Wakanda forever, right? Well, some people are saying they're canceling out Forever 21. Now, what they did recently is they had a photo of a white model, this blonde-haired, blue-eyed model guy, wearing a Black Panther sweater, with the Wakanda Forever on the sweater. And people were pissed because they were like, why couldn't you have a model of color to wear that sweater?
Where's this sweater at? I've
Forever
never seen
21. It's a store called Forever 21.
I know what I'm saying, but I've never seen the sweater myself.
They're selling it now.
Yeah,
they're advertising it online.
Right.
They tweeted out the picture, like, get your Wakanda Forever sweaters, and people online, Twitter and whatnot, just went like totally berserk, saying, how are you going to put this blonde-eyed,
Now, was this a real model or was it a mannequin?
No, it's a real model.
Okay.
So this guy has on, this Wakanda Forever sweater, and people are pissed. Some people. Now, some people are saying, well, y'all need to remember that Stan Lee, who created Marvel and the comics and the characters and all that, was a white man. So how are you going to trip because a white model has on a Wakanda sweater?
Oh, they went there.
Oh, yeah, they went there. And then other people are saying, but this is representing Wakanda, and you couldn't find one black model to wear it. So, as you go back, Forever 21 got blasted a few years back when the new Compton, what was that movie, Straight Outta Compton came out with Ice-T's son. They had white models wearing Straight Outta Compton stuff. Sweaters that said Ice Cube, Straight Outta Compton, T-shirts and whatnot. All white models again. And every time Forever 21 has gotten caught up in this kind of controversy, they come back and politely apologize and say we didn't mean to offend, blah, blah, blah. So after people blew them up on Twitter about the Wakanda sweater, they took the picture down and just photographed the sweater just laying down flat so you could see the sweater with no model. But like I said, they did the same thing with the Compton, City of Compton, NWA. They had white girls wearing these T-shirts with NWA on it and all this kind of stuff, and folk were pissed in.
Is this the same company that had the little black African American boy with the monkey thing on it?
No, that was H&M that did that.
Okay. Aren't they affiliated with each other?
I don't know. I don't know. But, you know, Forever 21 came back, apologized, pulled it, you know, and photographed it without a model. Not a black model. They just said, all right, we'll do it with no model. So they still sell it. But they said we take feedback and all this very seriously. And with regards to the T-shirt, we've taken immediate action to remove it from the website. We sincerely apologize to anyone who was offended by the product. But they still selling them. They just took it off the model.
See,
and, you know.
I'm kind of with Papa, because
really?
like he always say, they gonna do what they gonna do, and then take the backlash later. I mean, that's what happens, but it's
right.
It could be a plus and a minus.
That's right.
Because everybody now, it's a big controversy.
But the controversy always makes money.
There you go.
Always makes money.
I want the sweater now. I want the sweater.
That's why people do, like you said, copyright infringement, because they make $10 million off the copyright infringement, then they go to court and they pay out $2 million, but they made $8 million profit on its steal.
Well, can I just say that I saw a picture of the sweater. It is butt ugly.
Is it really?
Because it says, it looks like an ugly Christmas sweater with the words Wakanda Forever.
It's going to have some kind of seal or something.
Right.
Yeah, but it looks like the background of it is like what they call ugly Christmas sweaters. It's, to me, that's just my opinion, it is butt ugly. I wouldn't buy it. I don't care what it says because it's an ugly sweater. But whoever designed it, they thought they were going to make money off of it. So
They are.
Whatever. But, yeah, that was the controversy around that. But, all right, it's hit it and quit it, so we're going to move on.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Yeah, folk are tripping over that.
I know. But I bet you $5 is making money.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
It's making
Some
plenty
people
of
will
bank.
buy it just so they can say, yeah, I got one.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else you got, Cal?
Let me see.
Let's see. We got,
is Disney trademark for Hakuna Matata? Isn't that your people?
yeah, I love the Lion King.
Okay.
What they doing to the Lion King?
Oh, Lion
Hakuna
King.
Matata. It means no worries.
Okay. More audiences.
For the rest of your day.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. I mean, I'm not going to mess it. Oh, movie audiences in many parts of the world associate the Swahili phrase Hakuna Matata with Disney's 94 animated classic, The Lion King. Okay. Shelton Pala, who is of Zimbabwean heritage and based in Toronto, launched an online petition earlier this year calling on the Walt Disney Company to give up its trademark for Hakuna Matata, calling it an assault on the Swahili people and Africa as a whole. Wow.
Here's another one.
So apparently that means something.
It's a conspiracy. Yeah, it means
So it is. So it has been used by
for the benefit of the man.
Swahili-speaking countries such as Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, and so on, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo. He wrote, Disney can't be allowed to trademark something that it didn't invent. So more than 110,000 people had signed the petition. The petition was launched around the time Kenyan newspaper Business Daily published a November 25th article in which writer Kathy Puthia cited The Lion King and specifically the film's use of Hakuna Matata as an example of the cultural exploitation.
Yeah, it's a real phrase. It means like no troubles, no worries, everything is good. Kind of thing.
Public records show that Disney first applied for the still active trademark in '94, the same year The Lion King debuted in theaters. So this means the company can potentially sue if the words Hakuna Matata appear on unauthorized clothing and products. So they're trying to get the rights of that particular phrase. So Disney's
part of the Swahili language. How do you trademark somebody else's language?
No, so a Disney spokesperson, let me finish the article, said that the company's registration for the Hakuna Matata
Hakuna
Matata, which was filed in 94, has never and will not prevent individuals from using the phrase.
Well, then why trademark it? If you're not going to go after anybody if they use it, why would you even bother to trademark it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it says East Africans or whoever speaks Swahili worldwide are not restricted from using the phrase. So the conversation on the internet has been blowing up because of a misconception and misunderstanding around intellectual property law. The ethos behind intellectual property law and the various regimens of protection.
Well, I mean, unless you're an attorney, most of us don't understand laws around intellectual properties.
Right.
But I'm still saying, how did Disney even have the balls to go and trademark or copyright language from another culture?
It says they filed for it, but it didn't say they got it.
But that's true. Okay.
And has never went out for vengeance for you. Okay. It says the company's registration for the Hakuna Matata was filed in 94. They never did say that they received it.
Yeah, they probably did.
Yeah. That is so strange.
Well, I'm putting them on the kiss it list.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Mm-mm.
No, they didn't go there.
Mm-mm.
Because I'm just feeling like at this point, people like them, and who's the other one? Forever 21, they on the kiss it list.
But why would they try to trademark something like that? I mean, I know they have researchers, and people.
They got money.
Yeah.
It's all about the money.
Yeah, I know it is.
Damn thing funny. You gotta have a kindness, man.
Well, speaking of crazy stuff, I got one last one for you. This guy, Brian Colfage, I guess that's how you pronounce it, Colfage, started a GoFundMe page to raise money for Trump's wall on the southern border.
Really?
This guy is a Purple Heart recipient and a triple amputee, so he's a veteran. Triple amputee, okay? He started this GoFundMe page to raise money from all the citizens of the United States and wherever to help build this wall. Now, you'll remember when Trump said when he was campaigning that Mexico was going to pay for this wall, right? Mm-hmm. Remember, he had people chanting it and everything. Then later on, he said, well, the U.S. will pay for it, but he's going to get Mexico to reimburse the United States government. And Mexico basically was like, yeah, you must be on that stuff because we're not paying for a mother freaking thing. So then the GoFundMe page says, now this is what the guy Brian Colfage has on his GoFundMe page. Mm-hmm. It says that if the 63 million people who voted for Trump each pledge $80, we can build the wall. That equates to roughly $5 billion. Even if we get half, that's half the wall. So far, the pledges are over $11 million from 184,000 donors. Now, he started this page on December 16th. Today's the 21st. They've already raised over $11 million from people who said, yeah, I'll support, paying for the wall.
They coming out the woodwork.
That's how hardcore these Trump followers are. They're going to pay for it out of their own pockets. And after Trump and the other Republicans referred to the immigrants coming to America as an invasion, it seems that fear may be driving this type of response to build the wall no matter what.
Oh, my God.
Now, here's what Brian's page says, Mr. Colfage. He says that too many Americans have been murdered by illegal aliens, and too many illegals are taking advantage of the United States taxpayers with no means of contributing to our society. Democrats are going to stall the project by every means possible and play political games to ensure that Trump does not get his victory. They would rather see President Trump fail than to see America succeed. However, if we can fund a large portion of this wall, it'll jumpstart things and it'll be less money Trump has to secure from our politicians. It won't be easy, but it's our duty as citizens. This needs to be shared every single day by each of you on social media. We can do it. We can help Trump make America safe again.
Okay, as I take his tongue out of Trump's ass.
Yeah. So in less than 2 weeks now, he's raised over $1 million, over $11 million rather, and the money's still rolling in.
Yeah, well.
So my question is this what our government?
Well, first of all, that's if you're getting it from somewhere else, get it, because sure don't need to get it from Americans, because we definitely need to spend money on infrastructure and things like that. You're so worried about a wall, but the damn bridge you're driving across is falling apart, and things that you're doing every day in everyday society is going by the wayside.
Highways falling apart, the railroads need work.
It's falling apart
Bridges
because everything in this world has an expiration. Everything from milk to bread to cement, raw iron, everything you do in this world has an expiration. Cement is made out of a mixture of lime and dust and water and whatever goes involved in mixing cement, and all that stuff after about 20 years, 25 years, whatever the stand power is, it goes back to its natural state. The water in it, the sand, the lime, all that stuff deteriorates. And these are things that when they made bridges, they poured tons and tons of it. So after 25, 30 years, this stuff is deteriorating. But you worried about talking like Trump, even sound like Trump. Anytime, I believe in a lot of things in life, I believe in Earth, Wind, and Fire. I believe in, things like that. But there's no way I'm going to mimic anybody in the world of, a person of the world so viciously. It's almost hypnotic with these people. The way they're following Trump is like hypnotic.
It is. This guy doesn't even have a plan.
But the sad part about it, the scary part about it,
what you need or whatever you do get, what's your plan going forward?
But the scary part about it is that
have a plan.
The 8 years that Barack was president, all these people with this self-righteous attitude were laying dormant, waiting for the great white hope to come along, a new great white hope to come along to free them from the restraints of Barack's rift, the way Barack had such a rift on people. Imagine them sitting back patiently waiting for, the ability to be themselves again.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow, it's like I'm not going to shave until, we win the World Series kind of shit.
All right.
Anyway.
Well, that's the Hit It and Quit It headlines. If you want to join the conversation, the number is 914-803-4306. You can press 1 if you want to jump in. Tell us what you think. We're going to take a break, and we're coming back with Poppa DD and What's Poppin' on the Pajama Party Show. Be right back.
Do you have unruly children? Do they misbehave in school and get bad grades? Are timeouts completely ineffective? Are you scared to spank them because they might have you arrested? What they need is a new school where discipline is number one and education is secondary. What they need is
Whoop That Ass Academy.
Here at the Whoop That Ass Academy, we don't have discipline problems. Know why? We're privately owned and we do what we want. And when kids get out of hand,
we whoop that ass.
Timeout is for football games. When kids want to show off, we don't give them a timeout. We just
whoop that ass.
We don't make a kid stand in the corner. That's by house plan. When one of our kids gets out of order, we snatch him out of that classroom and
whoop that ass.
Here at WTA Academy, we make sure they learn the basics of reading and writing, math, and science. But above all else, they learn discipline. This is what will keep your kids out of jail. Make the world a better place. Sometimes you gotta whoop that ass. And we do. Here at WTA Academy, our motto is, we care enough to whoop that ass. They may not read and write too well, but they'll act like they've got sense because we whoop that ass. So bring your kids on down to Whoop That Ass Academy. We'll get them straight.
And we're back with the Pajama Party Show. I'm one of your hosts, Redwine. I'm here with Ketel and Poppa DD. And let's see, we're about to go into Poppa DD's segment, What's Poppin'? I know he's got something he's been saving up all week long for, so he's about to launch into it. Poppa DD, you ready for us?
I'm ready.
All right, what's popping tonight?
What's popping tonight? I'm going to talk about Michelle Obama.
All right, break it down.
I know that's y'all girl and everything.
Yeah, watch yourself.
I'm not going to beat her up.
Okay.
I'm not going to beat her up.
Just make sure.
You know, lately I've been reading stuff on Michelle Obama, and I just want to focus on the coolness of Barack, okay? And we always knew Michelle had her own ego and perspective, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, Michelle's who she is, what have you. But I just think personally with this little tour that she's on with the book, and everybody's focusing on everything she's wearing, and she throwing out swear words on stage, you know, and cursing and all that jazz. I just don't want her to get too much into the vibe of when you're making money, because some of the tickets to see her is like astronomical, $2,500, $3,000, and being the fact that she's making money and hanging around money, she think everybody got money like her, and they don't. They don't. The people that love her the most is really the ones that are the brokest. You know what I mean? And I saw something in Essence magazine the other day where they were talking about some boots she had on, some glitter boots. And I think that they're examining her from head to toe, and people are putting out different things on that, and then she's living up to the hype and things like that. The one thing that you cannot do in life is believe your own hype, okay? Because hype is short-lived, okay? It don't last long. It's a fad. It's a small trend that don't last long, and I just hope that, because see, in most cases when you're on a tour like that and things like that, you're not even in control of yourself. I don't know if you ever been part of a movie set or part of a production company where people are telling you where to stand, where to sit, how long to sit there. Okay, all right, when we exit, we're going to exit from the left side of the stage and put your stuff here and come over here. Like if you look at the awards show, you'll see that the people that come up, the little interns that come up to hand people the envelopes and all that stuff, and they're directing people where to go once they get done their particular set. But they toddle those people around almost like a dog show. If you look at an award show, it's very similar to the kennel dog shows that comes on. When does that come on? Redwine. When does that dog show come on? What holiday? It comes on Thanksgiving or one of the holidays it comes on. Yeah. I think it's Thanksgiving. Anyway, if you look at any show, the ESPYs or the Grammys, people, when they give out awards and all, they tell exit stage left, exit stage right. And, you know, you're toddled around. And right now, Michelle Obama's being toddled around by agents and different people, production people, stage crews, this one, that one. Okay, when we come in stage, we're going to a stadium in Houston, Texas. Come in from the right, exit from the left. We're going to do 20 minutes there. Going to do it there. Then we're going to leave. Well, we leave there. We're going to get on the bus, fly to the airport, go back to the airport, fly to Cleveland. When we get to Cleveland, we're staying in Beverly Stafford. So she's being led. She's being led like a damn German Shepherd. Okay? But what I don't want her to do, being the fact that your husband is so accomplished, I don't want that for Michelle to fall into a web of, just being overpowered by bullshit. You know what I mean? Because you're making money, but everybody's making money. The sad part about when you're on a tour making money, everybody around you is making money. And when you make a lot of money, like she's making right now, a lot of money falls through the cracks. A lot of corruption goes on. Your little intern living better than you. If Michelle Obama would go into her intern's hotel room, she would be fucking shocked. Because the intern's living large. You hear me? Shocked. It's amazing. Anybody that's making big money, money falls through the cracks big time. I mean, Oprah probably loses about $10 million a year just by money that fell through the cracks. It's just like that when you got money. Money's just like weed. The more money you got, the more space you need to store it. Okay? Money stinks. Weed stinks. Money and weed they're like first cousins. They really are. You got a bunch of money. That's why people keep their money in like bonds and all kinds of different, different things, CDs and whatever. But once you turn your money, you liquidate your money into cash. You can't liquidate your money in cash too much because you need somewhere to store it. I mean, most of your basketball and baseball, football stars, they may have some cash on hand. You know, people that are rich have cash on hand. But how much they got on hand? Maybe $50,000, $100,000? Because money is just like weed. The more money you got, the more room you need to store it. Because you don't want to really get a bunch of $100 bills. You want to get some 20s. That way you can walk around society normal like, But Like I said, it's just like weed. You got a bunch of money down in your basement, you're going to smell money. And you're going to smell weed. Weed is the same way. Weed is of an abundance. You get 4 or 5 pounds of weed in your house. When you open your front door, people in your block going to smell that shit. That's just the way weed is. It just has its place. But getting back to Michelle, in closing, I just like to say to Michelle, look here. I know you're doing your thing. Your book is doing good. When you go to places, everybody loves you, the popularity and all that stuff. But do yourself a favor, young lady. You got to back down and get back into your husband's legacy. He was the president of the United States. Okay, make your money, make your bank, get rich as hell, but don't let nobody trip you up. Because you'd be surprised who's waiting to throw their leg out and trip your ass up and get you all messed up. And now you got to explain some shit you did. And now you got this and that. Well, yeah, I would love Barack, but that fucking Michelle, oh my God, she fucked up. What about when she did this here? What about when she did all that money, didn't pay her taxes on this? Don't let that shit happen to you. You know what I mean? Because right now, that's where she's heading with all this hype. It's got nothing to do with her, though. It's the people around you, the agents, the stage managers, all the people. You know Redwine. Remember you went to Florida and did that thing with the production company with that little show you did?
Oh, yeah.
All the people telling you, stand left, turn right. Okay, when you leave off the stage, go to the left and take over there. Put your microphone on the right. Put your thing on there. Take off your hat. Go over there. Go over there.
What?
It's a mess. It's a mess. And right now she's going through that. They leading her around like a German Shepherd. It's crazy. Anyway, so Michelle, be cool, girl. We got you. Be cool.
All right, Poppa DD. Be cool. But I will say she was wearing those boots.
Yeah, she had some glitter boots. They would look like the boots, something that like Elton John wore in Rocket Man.
I forgot the designer's name. Not Valencia. It was Balenciaga.
You ever seen the Rocket Man video with Elton John?
Mm-hmm.
Looked like those.
Okay. Yeah, she was rocking those boots.
Well, rocking them, but it became a spectacle. I mean, she wore them just whatever, but when she wore them, oh my God. You know, really, don't please,
making a big deal on them.
Yeah,
sometimes the media though push stuff.
Yeah, she wasn't trying to say, look at my boots.
Like I said, I have nothing against Barack. It's not Barack's. It's not her fault. Mm-hmm. It's just that I just think she just shouldn't take it so serious. Remember, you got 2 daughters out there. You know.
All right.
Since it's like a dog show, she gonna get a prize?
No, I'm telling you, it's a mess.
Yeah, her prize is all that money she's making.
The agent's doing better than you. No, everybody's making money, not just her. Everybody.
No, she said, is she going to get a prize? I'm saying that's her prize.
The agents, the people, the whole people, the production company, please.
All right. We're going to lighten it up a little bit.
Okay. Shall we take a break or keep going?
It's up to you.
All right. Well, let's keep it rolling.
All right.
Who's up on the weird news first?
Probably you.
No, it is not.
I'm going to fire this intern. I got Trump tonight.
Because that's your boy.
This is a funny one. Business mocks Donald Trump by naming a blind worm-like animal after him. A London-based business specializing in sustainable building materials says it has paid $25,000 to name a newly discovered genus of worm-like amphibian after President Donald Trump. Oh, boy. A viral build announced Tuesday that it would be using Dermophis. I can't even pronounce Dermophis Donald Trump pie as the name for this particular creature. It's an amphibian with no legs and poor eyesight. The business says the name still will need to undergo peer review, but that other animals have been named after presidents in the past. So I can't even pronounce it. The Caecilians is taken from the Latin caesius, meaning blind. The post says the animals can only see light and dark.
Sounds about right.
Sounds like a mole.
Yep. The Rainforest Trust announced the auction in November, saying it sells naming rights for newly discovered animals to raise money for conservation. So traditionally, naming privileges have been given to scientists who discovered an animal, but the organization says it has been with that tradition to raise money for 25 years. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Interesting.
So they're going to name it after him, huh?
Yep.
All right. I'm not mad at it. Okay, I got one from ex-NASA engineer.
Mm-hmm.
Lord. All that glitters is not gold for package thieves if they run afoul of Mark Robert's booby trap device.
Mm-hmm.
Robert, who's a former NASA engineer who worked on the Curiosity rover, put his smarts to a more earthly concern to stop jerks who steal holiday package deliveries. So he's talking about those porch thieves.
Mm-hmm.
Robert, who himself is a victim of porch thieves, spent 6 months developing a baited box that blasts glitter and fart spray on would-be thieves when they open the box. The device also takes cell phone video of the culprit and uploads the footage to the cloud that can be tracked by GPS.
What? Very
He's
good.
a NASA engineer. The man knows what he's doing.
All right now.
The video went viral on YouTube. He posted Monday. It covers the development of his clever boxes of whoop-ass, but the best part is watching them detonate on real suspects. Because all this stuff is in the cloud. He put it on YouTube.
Wow.
And it said the most common reaction is, what the beep? When the criminal opens the box thinking, all right, we done stole something, let's see what we got. They open the box and they get glitter and fart smell coming out. The moral of the story is just don't take people's stuff, Robert said. Not only is it not cool, but on the plus side, you'll never find yourself in this situation.
Right.
Other ticked-off victims have used glitter-loaded theft deterrents, but the high-tech touches Robert unleashed on these Grinches is a must-see. So if you want to see the video of people getting glitter-bombed and fart sprayed, look up this guy's name.
What is it?
His name is Mark Rober, R-O-B-E-R. Look him up on YouTube, and you can see the videos of people getting caught opening up these packages. That's wild. Some folks just got to learn the hard way, I guess.
That's the show right there.
All right, what else we got in the weird news, Papa?
I got this Montana man shoots a guy he thinks is Bigfoot. Now, I don't, first of all...
Really? So Bigfoot is real?
Isn't Bigfoot an illusional situation?
Supposed to be a
It definitely is. Don't even go there.
I mean, nobody's ever seen it.
This is a truth radio show. Bigfoot is an illusion. It's a myth.
I'll just say I've never seen him.
Bigfoot hangs out with Santa Claus. Let's put it like that. Anyway, no punt sent to the children of the world that believe in Santa Claus. Anyway, a Montana man who thought he was shooting at Bigfoot on Sunday ended up making a big mistake. Okay, the supposed Sasquatch was actually a fellow human setting up targets to shoot in a forest area near Helena.
What?
Okay?
So it wasn't Sasquatch.
The 27-year-old victim narrowly avoided death when one bullet hit 3 feet to his left. Another bullet whizzed by him on the right, according to the Idaho State Police. Police say the victim tried to avoid more gunfire by running into the trees before he was able to confront his shooter.
Wow.
A man in a black Ford F-150. We know what that was. You know what F-150s belong to.
Yahoo!
Anyway, Yahoos, you're right. Okay, the alleged shooter reportedly told the victim, I thought you were Bigfoot. You know, Sasquatch. Some mythical shit. You believe it? Okay. Lewis and Clark County sheriffs told the paper that this gentleman sadly does not understand the difference between factual and fictional and non-fictional.
Delusional.
He thought he was shooting at Bigfoot. Yeah, okay. That sounds like an excuse to just be shooting at folks.
I think so. The man was just delusional.
I'm sad.
So what else happened, Papa?
They said it seemed like the non-emotional approach of to something that was extremely serious that the alleged suspect projected to the TV station when he was interviewed on TV. He said, well, he looked like Bigfoot to me. I mean, well, how do you look like Bigfoot? The guy wasn't hairy. You know the projection that he make of Bigfoot? The guy looked nothing like that.
Yeah.
Said the Idaho police.
Like 7 feet tall and covered with hair and big feet.
That man delusional.
The alleged victim told dispatchers the incident occurred Sunday, but he didn't report it till Monday, saying he didn't think it was necessary, according to Helena Independent Record. In addition, the man was not able to provide a description of the alleged shooter or a license plate number from his truck. Okay, deputies have not found a vehicle matching description, but Dayton told the Idaho State Police that a woman had come forward saying that she too has been shot at by a man in a black F-150. Okay.
What's the man's name? They didn't say.
No, they didn't.
Okay.
They didn't.
Put him on.
They don't even have him yet. He's still at large.
So the F-150 shooter is still out there.
It's just F-150 and a black F-150 shooting at people, claiming he's Sasquatch or Bigfoot.
Yeah. Okay. That's why it's the weird news. Where is this, in Idaho, you said?
Idaho.
Okay. Yeah.
Stay out of Idaho.
Stay on the East Coast. Messing with them. All right. Well, that's the weird news for tonight. It was weird. All right. We're going to take a quick CC break, and then we're coming back with moi, and I'm just saying.
Okay.
If you want to join the conversation, give us a call tonight, 914-803-4306. You can press 1 if you want to jump in and say something. And we're going to take a break and come right back.
Your finest cognac over a glass of ice in a short glass. Goes great with Poppa DD's segment. Living for the City on Blog Talk Radio every Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time or apajamaparty.com on a live stream. I want to talk to that Poppa DD myself. I'm going to hit him up. It's on 914-803-4306. Once again, that's 914-803-4306. And you should too.
All right, welcome back to Pajama Party. One of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Why, darling? I just got back from the Riviera. The weather was lovely.
I bet it was.
Yes, it was. Shout out to Pierre. Bonsoir, darling. Anyway, it's time for I'm Just Saying. And tonight my topic is they're slippery. Let's talk about slippery. We're going to talk about your boy.
Oh, boy.
I can't help it. I got to.
Uh-oh.
Go for it.
It's another week and yet another headline in the parade of investigations into Trump, his family, and his businesses.
Good boy.
This time it's the Trump's foundation turn. After being used by Trump as a personal slush fund to settle legal disputes, buy life-size paintings of himself, and engage in campaign publicity stunts in Iowa, the Trump Foundation is now being dissolved. Its remaining funds, allegedly, are being distributed to nonprofit organizations under judicial supervision, according to an agreement with the New York Attorney General's office, which has been investigating the same foundation for years. So that just goes to show you how slippery folks are, because they've been investigating them for years. But you haven't done anything. You haven't been able to nail anything on them, pin anything on them, or bust them. Now, even though the foundation's being dissolved, the New York Attorney General lawsuit against the foundation is going to continue. They are seeking $2.8 million in restitution and penalties, and they want to ban Trump and all of his kids from serving on any board of any other nonprofit organization because of the way that they mishandled and mangled and did illegal bullcrap on the board of the Trump Foundation. I'm just saying, you got to watch them because they're slippery. They're slippery. I'm trying to tell you. And first, there's the restitution that has to be paid. New York is seeking refunds for people who donated money that was mishandled by the Trump Foundation. And that would be similar to the New York Attorney General settlement from the Trump University. Remember that debacle in 2017.
Yeah.
Now, in that time when that happened with the university, $25 million was returned to students that were defrauded. The $2.8 million that New York State is now seeking would be paid by Trump and his 3 eldest children that were personally named as defendants in the case. Now, even though the foundation is being dissolved, any liability that remains would have to be shouldered by the Trumps alone. So I'm just saying, you got to watch them because they're slippery. You know, they say that now, but wait and see whether or not they actually have to end up paying anything. Okay, so second now, you got the personal ban on Donald, Ivanka, Don Jr., and Eric from serving on any other nonprofit boards, from any other nonprofit organizations. Now, in order to get that to happen, the Attorney General has to show that each of the Trumps was individually responsible for the foundation's misdeeds. They were on the board of the foundation, so there's questions as to what they knew, who knew what, who did what, etc. Third, you've got the matter of this 5th member of this Trump Foundation board, this guy Alan Weisselberg, or Weaselberg, probably Weasel, so I'm going to say Weaselberg. He was the CFO, Chief Financial Officer for the Trump Foundation. Now, if you're the CFO, you know what's going on with the money. You got to write checks. You got to sign off on stuff. You can't play ignorant to this stuff. Right. Now, in August, Weaselberg received an immunity deal from federal prosecutors in the Michael Cohen investigation. So that just shows you how slippery they are. And I'm saying, why did you need immunity in the investigation into Cohen? If you weren't dirty, you wouldn't need immunity. I'm telling you, they slippery. I'm just saying. Now, Weaselberg was there to sign checks with the foundation checkbook. He was one of the 5 signatories for all the bank accounts for Trump-related stuff, and he was there in case Trump wanted to start handing out checks on the spot. So he was there to sign the checks. So Weaselberg is right in the middle of all the bullcrap. The foundation was illegally using its 501c3 nonprofit status to channel money for the purpose of benefiting Trump's presidential campaign. I'm just saying, they're slippery. They are slippery. On Wednesday of this week, Trump tweeted in defense of the alleged great work his foundation has done, and he went after the Attorney General's office in New York, talking about you need to be looking at the corrupt Clinton Foundation. Man, please, you are as slippery as an eel, and as soon as the heat comes on you, you start talking about Clinton again.
Or Barack.
Or Barack. You go back and forth, whichever one comes to mind first.
Mm-hmm.
So all I'm saying is that for all that stuff he's been talking, they are coming after him in various ways, and right now the New York Attorney General is coming after this foundation bull crap that they've been doing. Mm-hmm. And all I'm saying is that the scandals keep coming, but he keeps grinning and keeps on lying. You know why? Because they're slippery. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. They're slippery. You got to watch them. They're slippery when they're wet or dry. That's all I'm saying. Better watch them. Because they're slippery. That was good. You got a lot of mess with them.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, they come up with some stuff that most of us would never even think of trying.
We ain't think about.
And they got this mess going for years. And when they get caught, they just switch gears and try to divert. It's like, oh, don't look at my left hand, look at my right hand. Look at this, I'm doing tricks.
But I see your boy came out the woodwork.
Which one?
Eddie Monson.
Oh.
Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
He's been hiding for a while.
He sure has. He has been quiet as a church mouse.
And he just is probably the most slippery
Ryan,
one.
Your boy Eddie Munster.
Mhm.
He's leaving.
Yeah,
I know.
I'm saying
he's been quiet. Yeah.
I agree.
I think the president called him in for a meeting or something, and he came out publicly talking about. I don't even know what he's talking about.
I think he's gonna. He's when he goes back to where's he from? Wisconsin.
Yeah, somewhere in the
He's
middle.
gonna run for governor or something.
Probably so. So he can run for president probably sometime down the line. That's what that is.
All right. Living for the city.
Yeah,
What you got for us tonight,
Slide right into that.
Yeah, slide right into.
Okay.
Why don't you slide?
That's okay.
Sorry, having flashbacks. Shut your butt, Cal. What you got, Papa?
You know, it's very ironic that you said that about Trump and the slippery and slimy and stuff. But the one thing I want to focus on with Trump is how old he is. Okay?
Oh, boy.
Okay, first of all, Trump is 72 years old. Okay? Now, I know that he has great doctors and everybody taking care of him, whatever. But one thing the man has to realize that he's not 50. Okay? He's not 50. He's 72. And the one thing about life, we never know when we wake up what's gonna happen. I mean, you got Jesse Jackson right now. He's dealing with some Parkinson's disease. You know, he's got things going on with him and things like that. Everybody's dealing with something. Everybody's got something. You know, as you get older, you know, the especially different being a man, you know, there's so many things that you have to contend with, you know. One main factor is the prostate and things of this nature, you know, and that stuff is very prevalent. It's there. So you reach a certain age, it's there. And with Trump, he's dealing with the hair situation. People say he's using all kinds of different chemicals and stuff to keep his complexion right. And here's a man that's been vain for a long time. He's always thought he was he's been run up in women his whole career. So when you've been run up in women for a long time, you really think that you are God's gift, you know? So now that he's lost his little dark hair and all the rest of the stuff he got going on, and his hair is of a certain color going in 9 different directions, it's got to be pretty difficult. I'm sure he has a hairstylist that freezes it and sprays stuff on it and mousses it up. And, you know, I'm sure that when he wakes up in the morning before he steps out into society, somebody's got him in a chair for maybe a couple hours just styling his hair the way he wears it. And then you got, you know, Alec Baldwin on Saturday Night Live. Just flips the script.
Clowning him.
He flips the script on all that. So when Trump gets done with his hair grooming and then to see Alec Baldwin on Saturday Night Live, Trump has got to be completely pissed off at that skit.
Oh, sure.
Because, man, Trump, the way he holds his mouth and everything, and it's just unbelievable. But I'm saying all that to say that in life, as you reach a certain age, because I do believe that nowadays with technology and medical research and medical marvels, I think that when you reach 70 years old, that's when you actually have become a senior citizen. You know, 70 years old is the year. 50s, you still doing your thing. You still going around doing your thing. You know, 60, you still doing your thing in some respect. But when you get to 70, man, it's time to put the fucking brakes on and be like, yo, I need to go to the doctor regularly. Okay? You need to do things regularly. You got to regulate what you got going on. When you're 70 years old, you got your little pills stacked up, you know, your little Sunday through Monday little stack of stuff. You got your reading glasses, you know, things that come along with age, you know. Those are the two biggest sellers. If you want to work at a flea market, you want big sellers. If you're working at a flea market where a lot of seniors frequent, if you're doing that at a senior facility, the 2 biggest products you can sell is pill holders and reading glasses.
Wow.
And you will make a fortune. I'm not saying that as a joke. It's just a reality. It's a reality. But getting back to Trump, Trump is 72 years old. And as slick as he think he is, I mean, hell, we talking about Tom Brady being washed up at 41 trying to be a quarterback. But how long do you think that that's going to last with him? And I'm not wishing no bad luck on him. I wish the man lives to be 150 years old. Hope this help lasts forever. I'm not saying this, don't get me wrong. I'm not wishing no bad luck on him. He's a jerk off and an asshole, but I'm not wishing no bad health on him, not on anybody, because it can be reversed and come back on my ass. So I would never do that to him. But I'm just saying, at 72 years old, stop talking so vigilant and so arrogant and so aggressive, because you're 72 fucking years old, man. In 5 years, you'll be 77. You know, and the only person that can live without being tarnished is Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter is the only person I know is going to live to be 150. Okay? Probably because he eats a lot of peanuts. But anyway, Trump just needs to watch all the attitude he has, because once you have attitude and rebelliousness and things like that, that plays on your heart. And always remember that your heart is the strongest valve in your body. Everything that happens to you in your life, your heart always tries to compensate for what's going on. When your lungs start going bad, your heart beats faster in order to maintain the pace of your lungs, or the lack of pace of your lungs, or anything you got going on. Anything you got going on, your heart is always there to compensate what's going on. Your heart is almost like a Range Rover. Range Rovers are designed to get you home at night. So if you're low on gas or you're low on some type of thing, the Range Rover will dim your lights. That car is almost like a damn robot. It will cut the heat off just to get you to your destination. It's amazing. The Range Rover is crazy. But anyway, just getting back to what I'm saying, that Trump, watch your age, man. You're 72 years old, man, and you're talking like you're 50. You ain't 50. And your children, without you, they're not gonna know what to do. I always said that if something, God forbid, ever happens to Trump, that whole Trump empire they're gonna just split like a apple pie in 8 pieces, and everybody gonna go their separate ways. I really believe that's what's gonna happen, because they have no validity right now, and everything is all blown out of proportion. So, Trump, be cool, my brother. You're 70-something years old, man. You're not 50 no more. So, take your little orange stuff for your complexion, your little stuff for your hair, and whatever you do to keep yourself looking, because Alec Baldwin got you down.
That stuff is a mess.
Anyway, God bless you, Trump. But be cool, my brother. You're 70-something years old, man. Stop acting like you're gonna be on forever. You don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
That's Redwine's boy.
That's your boy. That's Ketel's boy.
This must have been Trump bill tonight, boy.
Hey, what can we do? He's all over everything.
Yeah, well, anytime your Secretary of Defense leaves, it's almost like I said in football, your defensive coordinator leaving. What are you going to do? You don't know what to do now with your defense. What are you going to do with your defense when your defensive coordinator leaves? Now, who's running the country now? We just lost our Secretary of Defense.
Offense can't win by the
lead. Was he third man in line?
He's the man. He's in charge of all the defenses, and he's leaving. He's like, I can't take this shit.
And so Trump, he has to find somebody new.
He got to find somebody new. Don't know jack about Syria. They don't know jack. Because, he's going to probably get somebody that don't know nothing. He's going to get his boy from Hoboken that works in the pharmacy. The pharmacist in Hoboken.
No, he might get.
We're going to talk about it over the break, and we're coming right back. Give us a call, 914-803-4306. We're coming right back in just about a minute with Ketel and the Hollywood Wrap-Up. So don't move.
You're in the right place at the right time. It's the Pajama Party. www.apajamaparty.com. Produced by DC Homegrown Entertainment. Don't just sit there yelling at the air. You've got an opinion? We want to hear it too. Dial 914-803-4306. That's 914-803-4306. Don't let us have all the fun by ourselves. We've got room for you at the Pajama Party. And remember, it's PJs only, no clothes allowed. Operators are standing by. Well, they're lounging on pillows, but they're waiting for your calls. So call us now, 914-803-4306. Now back to the crew and more of the Pajama Party. Oh, you want to throw pillows?
All right, welcome back to the Pajama Party. One of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Go figure. No bonsoir. Bonsoir. Go figure.
Pierre.
Hello, Pierre.
Knocking my bottom out.
All righty. Let the haters hate.
All right.
All right, let's take it to the West Coast. What's happening, Ketel?
Well, Wendy Williams, she's always talking about everybody else. We're going to talk about Wendy Williams for a few minutes.
What she do? What she do?
Well,
tell it.
Her health concerns. On Thursday episode of Wendy, she's 54 years old. Host looked visibly uncomfortable and at times had trouble speaking, causing many fans to question her well-being. 2 days ago, Wendy revealed she had fractured her shoulder in an undisclosed accident, but insisted she was on the mend and not in need of surgery. So she goes on to say, I have a hairline fracture on my upper arm, which hurts like hell. I've never broken a bone or experienced a fracture in my life. I don't believe that, but anyway. And the key place where the fracture is in trying to scurry around and do too much, I am now paying the price. So she goes on to say, I really do ride or die for my craft and give 200%. I promise you a better Wendy in 2019.
Okay.
So she was on pain medication.
Oh, so that's why she was talking crazy.
Right. She couldn't hardly speak, or her speech was slurred and some other things.
Why would she even go on the air?
She probably popped that pain pill and
thought she'd be all right.
Yeah. But, previously she was diagnosed with Graves' disease when she fell.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, when she fell one time. She had that, it was around October. She had a costume on the
I did see the video from that when she fainted or something, passed out.
Yeah, they were like, wow. So they said in February she took 3 weeks break. That was to focus on her health and everything. That was when she had that falling out. So, yeah. But I'm quite sure they do the grind, and she's probably there 8 to 10 hours a day, and they push her because it is the quote unquote Wendy Williams show. So,
I didn't know she had Graves' disease.
Yeah.
I thought those big boobs finally overpowered her and she fell out or fell over.
That's
what I thought. I didn't know it was a medical reason. I'm
going
sorry.
on to other news. Nick Cannon dishes on Kevin Hart's Oscar drama and the relationship advice he gave. He was talking to a host. He was matter of fact, he was on the Wendy Williams show.
Okay.
He said last week Hart stepped down from the hosting the 2019 Oscars. Everybody knows that. After fans called him out for attempting to discreetly delete past homophobic tweets. Less than 24 hours later, Canyon called out Amy Schumer, Sarah Silverman, and Chelsea Handler for also posting homophobic comments on social media in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes on to say, honestly, I know how much it meant to him, and I had to stand up for my best friend and just to show the selective outrage and hypocrisy that's out there.
Mm-hmm.
The former America's Got Talent host claimed Hart learned from his mistakes and has apologized for them. Cannon then said the moment should have served as a learning opportunity. Okay. But he stepped down, but like you said, they may call him in the past. Call him, again.
Whatever.
So,
I doubt it. We know who runs Hollywood.
Well,
just because you say I'm sorry doesn't mean it's forgiven.
Well,
anyway.
Now this is new to me. Tamar Braxton accuses family members of molesting her as a child.
What?
Tamar Braxton has accused family members of molesting her as a child. The topic came up, here we go, on the Wendy Williams show again. Interviewed her about some alleged family drama. The host asked her about a meeting Braxton and her sisters had with inspirational speaker Ayanna Van Zant, which ended with Braxton walking out of the room and calling Van Zant the devil.
What?
She goes on to say, I've been battling myself on whether or not I want to say really what happened or not, because everyone wants you to be political. So, but I am Tamar and I'm real, not Tamar Shashi talks. The singer then revealed a lot of things happened during her childhood that she was too afraid to talk about and too ashamed.
Wow.
But the truth of the matter is that I have been molested, by both sides of my family, she goes on to say. And it's nothing I ever talked about, and I never thought that I would sit around the table with Iyanla and talk about it. Wow. Yep. Braxton did not name any family members.
Wait a minute, who did she call the devil? Iyanla?
Yeah.
Okay.
Guess she was pulling stuff out of her. I guess she didn't want to reveal those things.
Hey, you the devil. Get away from me.
You know how Tamar is, girl. She'll cut you up and spit you out.
Oh, my goodness.
Also, a few movies that are coming out this weekend. Aquaman. Kind of mixed reviews on that. Jason Momoa. That's, what's the young lady's,
Lisa Bonet.
Lisa Bonet's husband.
Yeah.
Current husband. Mary Poppins with Emily Blunt and your boy, Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Oh, yeah.
He's
in that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And also...
From Hamilton.
Yeah, from Hamilton. Also, Bumblebee, John Cera, the restaurant actor. He's in that. And If Beale Street Could Talk with Regina King and Michael Beach. Michael Beach from Soul Food.
Oh, okay.
They said she's up for an Oscar on that one.
Really? Regina King?
Yeah.
Good.
Nominated, yeah. So we'll see.
I would like to see that movie.
Yep.
Also, I heard that Cicely Tyson just celebrated her 94th?
94th?
93rd, 94th? Somewhere in that range.
Mm-hmm.
Just celebrated her birthday, so happy birthday to Cicely Tyson.
Okay.
You are the Queen Supreme.
I know, that's my girl.
Yes, indeed.
One of my favorite actress.
It certainly is.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Well, thank you.
You know, one thing I want to say too, while we're on the Hollywood scene, I guess as far as television, I was watching The View the other day. You know, they on The View, Joy Behar. She's a mess. Okay. You know, I used to try to respect her based on her liberal views and making jokes about stuff. But man, I tell you what, she showed an empty side of her that was so obvious that it wasn't even funny. They were talking about your favorite Christmas song. They was going around the table, and the young lady on there named what's the black lady's name?
Sunny.
Sunny. Sunny said her favorite song was This Christmas. You know, hang all the mistletoe. I'm going to try to get to know you better. And Joy didn't know that song. Okay, I guess she's been hanging out in Whitesville so damn long. Actually, she don't know her ass from a hole in the ground. But anyway, Sonny was kind of perturbed that Joy because Joy was hosting. Whoopi had went away to that movie, so Joy was running things. So Joy played Sonny off like to say, "This Christmas, what is that? I never heard that before." And Sonny went there. She went to the audience and said, "Has anybody in this audience heard the song This Christmas?" And the audience was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." So which made Joy feel that fucking little as hell. Okay, and then when it came back, Joy had said something else that was so off the beaten path because they were talking about Kevin Hart with the whole thing you were saying on the Oscars. And she said, well, Kevin Hart did say something about it, but I just want to praise, and she was talking about the other girls, Schumer.
Amy Schumer.
And the one that played the girl was the governor of Alaska. What's her name?
Oh. Sarah
Palin?
Sarah Palin.
Are you serious?
She said, the one, not Sarah Palin, but the one that played her. What's her name?
Oh gosh, from SNL.
From SNL, yeah. Anyway, she's praising her and she's praising Schumer, saying that's why my two girlfriends, such and such, they're all about the gay community. They're all about this. And I'm saying, then Sonny said, well, wait a minute, I've heard Schumer say things about the gay community in her comedy, and I'm telling you, that day, boy, between Sonny and Joy, boy, Sonny was pissed off at Joy. Joy showed that she was a typical white woman, didn't know her ass from a hole in the ground, got her little luxury ass apartment on the east side of New York, making fat ass money on that show, but she is so fucking closed-minded. I'm telling you, I'll put her ass on blast and on the
she
kisser
could be
list.
just too far removed.
She's removed from everything, but she thinks she's so hip because she thinks she's an old Jewish woman, and her hair is fucking red because she's got 9 pounds of fucking dye in there, okay? And she sits there like, then she makes a little joke, like everything she said, like her little joke is funny, and she's a has-been. If she wasn't on that show, she would be in the, please, you'd be visiting her in a fucking nursing home. Anyway, I just want to put that out there and put her ass on the kissing list. What's her name? Joy Behar?
Joy Behar?
Yeah, write her ass down in capital letters.
Okay.
Kiss it list. She's a mess.
All right, well, we'll add her to the kiss it list. And speaking of which, if anybody wants to add anybody to the kiss it list, now's the time to give us a call. 914-803-4306. Press 1. If you have anybody you want to put on the kiss it list.
Anybody pissed you off over last week or so? Give us a call.
We're going to call them out in a little bit.
Give us their last name and their social security number.
Okay. All right. Well, let me get this cocktail of the week. Cocktail of the week. What you got, Cal? Papa trying to get to his kiss it list early. Blueberry lemonade. Yeah. We have 2 ounces of gin. Hey, why not do 2.5? But 2 ounces. 1 ounce of blueberry simple syrup, 1 ounce of lemon juice, and a club soda. Top it off. So in a shaker, add all but the soda. Strain, pour over fresh ice. Oh, got to be fresh ice. In a glass and top with club soda. So that's a blueberry lemonade. 2 ounces of gin, or 2.5 if you're alky. 1 ounce of blueberry simple syrup, 1 ounce of lemon juice, and club soda. And this will be on our website. And then what's it called again? The blueberry lemonade. Yes. Sounds scrumptious. Tasty. Okay. All right, Papa, what's the kisser list?
Kisser list. The kisser list is a list that if you piss at somebody for what they did, how they did it, why they did it, you're on the kisser list. Like I said, Joy Behar.
Number 1, huh?
Number 1.
All right.
Boy, she pissed me off.
Okay.
First she dissed Kevin Hart. Then she went in with the other 2 girls, and she ain't know nothing about This Christmas, one of the most popular songs going. Oh, you saw that?
Okay. So I want to add Weiselberg that works with the Trump Foundation. He trying to act like he doesn't know this and that. Why did you have to get immunity in the Cohen investigation? You just as slippery as the rest of them. So put him on the kiss it list. This, I see the Pope. He called out a lot of them. 690 predator priests still out there. Are they on the kiss it list? Oh, yeah. Bryant Kofich, who started the GoFundMe page to raise money to build Trump's wall.
My goodness.
Yes, Lord. Put him on the kiss it list. Crazy.
So who gets that money? How's that money going to be distributed?
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't have a plan. Wow. He just put the page out there. People so...
Now, you know, if he started and $11 million is in it, look how antsy he's starting to get.
Oh, yeah. Because you can't just write a check or just give money to a government. I mean, who you going to give it to? You going to write it out to Trump? Probably
Trump going to be like,
are you kidding me? He going to be down in Mar-a-Lago. Anyway. Trump blaming the federal government shutdown on the Democrats after saying he would own it last week.
Last week he said, I'll own the shutdown. But now...
Forever 21 for being busted about the racially insensitive... Racist! On the Wakanda mess. Huntington Bank in Cleveland for calling cops on black man that was just trying to cash his $1,000 paycheck. Yeah. Him of having a fake check. They said, the lady, the person in the bank manager or whatever, decided, this could be a fake check. I'm going to call the police. They said, no, we can't cash it. He had the proper ID. He did everything he was supposed to do. Right. It was his first paycheck with this particular job. He went to cash his check, and they were acting stupid, so they called the cops. So when they wouldn't cash his check, he said, all right, I'll just go to another whatever. Right. He left, and when he was about to get in his car, the 5-0 rolled up. They want to handcuff him and detain him, took him in while this was being sorted out, and then the bank took him down to the precinct. And then once the bank could verify that was his actual paycheck from his employer, then they were like, it was all a misunderstanding. We're so sorry. I would sue the bank.
Like they called probably the company. The company said, "What's his name?" They said, "All right, what's the check number?" No, let me tell you the check number. 42579. Yeah. Well, yeah, we issued that check to him. What is the problem? We were.
Apparently, when they tried to call the first time, they didn't get anybody or didn't whatever. So they just assumed because they had previous people try to cash checks that were full checks.
Well, why didn't you let the man leave?
Well, first of all, why are you gonna blame him on?
I'm saying.
Why would you use that lie of fictitious previous?
That's their alibi.
That's like a black person.
Well, we've had some people come in with checks that were invalid.
But if you call
and so that's why we figured, this looks like another one, and they called the police.
Right. That's so stupid. But that's the problem with things. People can't take care of their own business. Also, people tripping on whether the live-action Aladdin's genie played by Will Smith should be blue like the cartoon.
That's another one.
Cartoon version.
Off of. They're doing a live-action version of Aladdin. And people are saying, well, he should be blue because when he was on the cover of a magazine, he looked like himself, but with a mohawk kind of hairdo, with the two people who were playing Jasmine and Aladdin, and he's playing the genie.
Right.
But this is live action, so no, he's not going to be blue like the cartoon. And people are pissed, like Forever 21. Folk are tripping.
They crazy.
So he finally came back.
What do you mean he should be? Is he supposed to sit in food coloring and
I guess.
Well, see, if he turns blue, then they're gonna say, he's doing the blackface crap. You know what I'm saying?
He's doing.
We can't win for losing.
Well, Will came back later and said, I will be blue. But when the genie takes on human form, this is what he looks like the picture was on the magazine.
Right.
And I'm like, now, is that for real, or are you just trying to appease these idiots?
Probably so. Who knows?
They need to get a life.
Also, Monterey Bay Aquarium for referring to a fat otter as thief.
Thick.
Oh, thick.
You know how black people refer to a curvy black woman as saying, she's thick.
Right.
These people at this aquarium called this heavy-set otter, posted on Twitter, she's thick. Like thick black. Talk about, she's thick. Like, why are you using what we call black vernacular to refer to this otter? So, of course, black people clapped back and said, what the freak? Why are you calling this otter thick? What's that about? So then they came back like them daggone Forever 21. We're so sorry. We didn't mean to be offensive. We were just trying to be comedic and just taking it lightly. But we were, we're so very sorry. We didn't mean it like that.
And
please.
And also Disney for that Kuma Katata or whatever.
Anybody else?
That's it. You got anybody, Papa?
I got Redwine.
Yeah, I got Poppa DD.
I ain't in this one.
Did you add Ketel? He had your name on the list.
I swiped it up.
She's a mess.
What we got for him?
Wait a minute. Can I say Trump one more time?
Trump.
Yeah, all of that.
The F-150 black truck shooter?
Yeah.
Shooting people talking about I thought it was Sasquatch.
Can't forget that.
Yeah, we got a special prize for everybody on the Kiss and Listen here.
Kiss my entire ass. Kiss my Irish ass. You better kiss my Irish ass. This world can kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. You can just kiss my ass. Baby, you can just kiss my ass. You can kiss my country ass. I said if you got a problem with any of that, you can kiss my natural born redneck to the bone, ever loving country ass. That's right.
All right, welcome back to Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bam. 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 Bam.
Damn.
Okay. Just saying.
Yeah, send your applications in. Your resumes.
Edie's job.
Your resumes and all.
And it's time for the last word.
We're going to put him first.
Yeah, what's your last word, Poppa DD? What you got for us?
My last word, first of all, is peace and love to everyone. And Michelle Obama, if you hear me out there, go be cool. I ain't hating on you, but be cool. Don't let society take you over. But you and Barack and them 2 children were doing well. Don't let the world, make you think you're too cute, honey. Don't believe the hype. Just make your money and get out. Get in and get out. Remember all those singers from Motel that died broke and died crazy because they were on the road messing around their wives and everything else. So get your ass back home and then, none of your business. Make your money, get back home. Don't let society take you over. Anyway.
My last word is I just want to know where I can get those boots that Michelle was wearing.
Here we go.
Because those boots were banging, giving me life. I just want those boots.
It's just boots, for God's sake.
I want those boots were life-giving.
I guess she showed off because she had to go see Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yes, Lord. I just need to have those life-giving boots. But my last word is it looks like the federal government is going to be shut down as of 12:01 a.m.
Oh, my God.
We'll be checking the news to verify, what's up. But if that's the case, people, if you work for the federal government, please don't go out tomorrow and spend money that you don't know for sure that you got. If this holiday is supposed to be about love and family, it's not about things. Don't make it about things.
Yeah.
Don't go out and spend money that you don't have, and then your lights will be off in 2-3 weeks if this thing goes beyond the weekend. Okay? So let's just, be wise, be smart.
That's right.
Your family knows you love them. You don't have to feel like you got to go spend $500 on everybody just to show you love them. So
give people things that they need, some drawers, some socks.
I'm just saying, let's not go overboard with the holiday, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So that's my last word. And Michelle, I need to know where you got those boots.
Here we go.
All right, over to you, Ketel.
First of all, happy holidays. Have a safe holiday. Also, what Redwine said about family. Stay close to family and spend time with family. Not go out there and buy every daggone gift that's on the shelf and pushing and shoving and remember the Cabbage Patch craze and all these other different crazes we had in the aisles and whatnot.
Elmo was crazy.
That was, I don't know which was the worst.
He lost his mind on Elmo.
Grown people fighting in the aisle.
It just doesn't make any sense. And people have gotten trampled and been killed. So please just be safe out there in the holidays. Watch out for the babies on the road, too. And just be safe. And I hope we have a white Christmas. They said we may, so.
I'm looking for a black Christmas.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
Whatever works for you.
Look, I'm looking for green Christmas.
Okay. Well, shout out to Mama Z, Squiggy.
All right.
Becky.
Hello.
Everybody in Cali. What else? North Carolina.
Yep.
Shout out to them, Philly. Shout out to all of our listeners. We appreciate you. What you want to say, Pop?
I just want to send out a letter of sympathy from the Pajama Party show to the mother and her daughter were killed in D.C. by a tour bus in downtown D.C. The bus turned the corner and killed the mother and the daughter. They were both visiting from Alaska.
Oh, my God.
And the daughter was actually the mayor of one of the towns in Alaska.
Oh, wow.
And they walked across the street together in a tour bus, being these people who do these tours every day, and they hurry on a little route. And they turned the corner right there up around
I did hear about
Second and where Constitution Avenue turns, you go back toward the train station. They turned too fast on the corner, they were right in the middle of the street and killed the mother and the daughter.
Yeah, they were crossing the street and the tour bus was turning.
Killed the mother and the daughter, and so much sympathy to them too. People back in Alaska were completely heartbroken. All they came to was visit the tour.
They were trying to see the monuments and whatnot.
Yeah, got killed by a tour bus. Turning too fast on the corner, not looking out for pedestrians. That whole area of Constitution Avenue, that whole northeast area over there, the driving is vicious in that area. Cab drivers are driving like maniacs. I was there like at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning one time. I couldn't believe the way cab drivers everybody was just doing their thing down Constitution Avenue. It's a mess. It's a mess.
Okay.
Well, we just also want to say shout out to our parent company, DC Homegrown Entertainment, who sponsors our show, pays the bills, keeps the lights on, so to speak. We appreciate you. Shout out to our business partners that advertise with us, Purple House Books. If you didn't get the book for your child or for someone in your family that's a young reader, get the Bling Bling Bird from Purple House Books. Check that out at purplehousebooks.com. And you can visit DC Homegrown at dchomegrown.com. And, support those who support us, and let's all support one another. Wakanda forever.
Uh-oh. Let's have a shout-out, too, for Poppa DD for tolerating Redwine and Ketel.
Also, shout out to Waldo, one of our friends of the show, has a birthday coming up next week.
26.
Yep, got a birthday coming up day after Christmas, so shout out to you, Waldo. We appreciate you, love you. What else? We good? We good?
Also have Aaron has a birthday.
Oh, yeah, shout out to
My
Aaron.
name's Aaron. She's a Christmas baby.
Oh, yeah, her birthday's coming up, too. Shout out to Erin. Happy birthday, girl.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Again, make sure you get your copy of the Bling Bling Bird at purplehousebooks.com. Check that out. Support those who support us.
All right.
Wakanda forever.
Okay.
All right, we're done.
Yeah.
Say good night, Papa.
Good night, Papa.
Say good night, guys.
Good night, John Boy.
Okay, and this is Redwine signing off. Bonsoir. Until next Friday. We'll be right here. Hope you join us, too.
Michelle, wrap up that tour and go home, girl.
Yeah, and let me know where you got those boots.
Wrap up that tour and go home, girl.
Peace.
Initiating shutdown sequence.
Is it all over, Rock?
I guess so. I bid you farewell, arrivederci, sayonara, and all that sort of cheers.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Well, good night.
Yabiko. Sana.
I regret to announce this is the end. I'm going now.
Good night, and good luck.
Was it as good for you as it was for me?
Now give me a kiss and say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you for attending our show, and good night.
Pajama Party, grown and sexy, throwing a party. Pajama Party Crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. Pajama Party, grown